G'day everyone. It is quite a while since I posted a video of any kind, and it's even longer since I've posted any sort of vlog, personal update kind of video thing, and apparently it has been causing some concern with some of you. Some of you have contacted me and said, "Hey Karen, are you okay? Where are you? Where have you been? What have you been doing? We're worried about you." So I thought I would just pick up the camera and record something, because part of the reason I haven't uploaded anything is because I just don't know what to film. I've been doing YouTube for a bit over 4 years now. It was 4 years in May, June, July, August, September. It's now October, almost 4.5 years. And it wasn't, I just kind of did whatever I wanted to do. And what I ended up doing mostly was like DIYs and how-tos and jobs like that. I wanted to show other people like me that they don't have to pay a tradie and get someone else in to do it for them. They could do these little home maintenance jobs around the house themselves. And I've done a lot of that. I'm very proud of it because I know I've helped so many people. And I also fell into the black hole of reviewing some products, and as much as I love doing it, usually means you have to buy something. And I've got to the point where I don't need to buy things. I don't want to buy things. So if I don't have anything new, I don't have anything to review. And as for jobs and maintenance around the house, well, I've pretty much caught up with almost everything, at least everything that's worth sharing anyway. I still wanted to keep an online profile though, so I have picked up the camera and I've recorded some things. I've recorded some gardening projects that I've done. I finally finished my back garden makeover. I got started on like a catio makeover. I got rid of the dirty old sofa, and I was going to paint out there and paint the floor and buy a new outdoor lounge and all these sorts of things. And I picked up the camera and I recorded the process on so many of these things, but my heart just wasn't in it. I went, I don't want to film this. The more I tried, the worse it got, the harder it got. So in the end, I just put the camera down and walked away. But that doesn't mean that I wasn't doing anything at all related to YouTube channels and making videos and stuff, because I had this idea, like I wanted to be creative and I didn't know how. I'm very time limited for a few reasons. And what I thought I would try was one of these, I don't know if you've seen them, they're ambient videos they're called, and sometimes they're for daytime and it will just have like a nice ocean scene or a forest scene or something or other with natural sounds, and sometimes they're for sleep and it'll just have ocean waves or nighttime sounds. Just it's like a white noise. And I thought, I want to do that. It felt like it could be creative and in a way minimal work. It was a bit of an experiment, really. I wanted to see A, if I could do it, B, how quick I could get it to the point of earning income, and C, just how much income it would generate as a little bit of a side hustle, as the phrase is these days. And I kind of got really deflated when I discovered that it quite possibly wouldn't work. So all that work that I did got put on the back burner. That then became an extra big problem because I had gone out and bought myself this brand new kick-ass filming camera thing, and it cost me a small fortune, and I was gonna make the money back with my new channel really quick, and I was so excited and so confident. And then to discover that this little channel probably wasn't going to work, I started to panic and think, oh, I spent this money on this new camera, can't use it, it's so high tech. Now I've wasted it because I can't use it anyway. And I started to panic. And I've also had to buy a new phone because my old phone died. And I've just been handing money out left, right and centre, and I'm having a bit of a meltdown because the bills have come in. I've had work done on the house and I'm kind of broke, but I've still got a roof over my head. We still buy groceries every week and the bills are paid, so there's not much to complain about. Speaking of roof over my head, I had my roof painted as well. That actually is contributing to me not filming as well, because the noise, oh God, what happened is a lot of you know that I have fibromyalgia, which is a chronic pain condition, but there are so many side effects and side issues. I'm actually looking for the blue-tongued lizard while I'm talking to you, because he lives out here in the garden and it's such a beautiful day. He'll be out here in the sun somewhere. One of the side issues of the fibro is it just impacts everything, and I can't stand lots of movement or bright lights and crowded places and activity and stuff like that. And I had to go to lunch, and lunch was lovely. I went out to lunch one day with a group of people, and it was so loud, and I knew that it would take me about 3 days to recover, and I had planned for it. But what I hadn't planned for was the sudden phone call the next morning of the guy saying, hey, we can come and start your roof today. The noise, oh my God, the noise. It only took 2 days, but because I was already so physically and mentally wrecked and struggling with pain and over, like this hypersensitivity of everything, just overload, the noise from getting the roof done impacted to it. So I had a couple of weeks where I pretty much didn't leave the house, and I just recovered from that. And I went out and bought my new camera, and I went out for a huge walk one day. It was hotter than expected. I hadn't planned on walking as far as I did, and of course I overdid it, and that put me into a full-on pain flare. That, looking for the lizard, that the pain was about 2, nearly 3 weeks of a pain flare. And I don't like filming when I feel like that, and I don't like telling you all when I feel like that, because it's like, oh, poor me, and I'm telling you I've got pain and health problems because I want your sympathy and attention, and I don't want that. I don't want that at all. So I really try to keep I don't hide the fact that I've got fibro and social anxiety. I don't hide it. I just don't like to really talk about it all that much, because I don't want that to be how you all see me. But there are times, like it has been in the last month or so, when it is such a major part of my life and has such an impact that it stops everything else. So that's another reason why I haven't been filming. I just haven't been able to be asked picking up the camera. I haven't left the house. I'm fine, but I've ended up in a rut. I'm in a big fat rut. And I made that comment to someone on YouTube just last night. I watched one of my friend's videos and I said, I'm looking to you for motivation. I'm in such a funk and I'm looking to you for motivation. And it was meant to be a funny thing, but people read it and thought that I was in a really bad place. So, and I've had all these comments from other people I know. Us YouTubers all kind of, we find our own little groups. It's a bit like cliquies at school, like the cool girls at school. Well, all my other cool YouTube girlfriends have jumped on and said, Karen, where have you been? Are you okay? I'm sorry you're in a funk. You know, let me know what I can do to help. And I'm going, oh, but I didn't mean that in a bad way. I'm in a funk, but I'm fine. So I thought, I'm going to have to deal with this. So this morning I've got up, picked up the camera, unplanned, unscripted. I've just picked up the camera, hoping the face tracking is on, and it's not. Face track. I'm playing with, oh, there I am. Oh, look at my hair. It's so glad. It's really hot here today. It's very hot. See, I picked up the camera, unplanned, unscripted, and I just thought I would sort of yabble on, rattle my way through a few things, let you know what I've been doing, let you all know that I am well, and let you know that I do want to start filming again soon, and I've got a few ideas up my sleeve. Something that I really want to do is I want to make little movies, 1 minute short films. I like to be creative. I like using my camera. I love editing and making videos. I've made no secret of that. I've said it many, many times. But, excuse me, I've got to the point where I've got no maintenance jobs to do, no products to review. I don't live a very exciting life, so vlogging isn't really an option. And I thought, well, what am I going to do? And what I really want to do is make these little 1 minute movies. And I've been doing research and I got my new camera and I'm all excited. And honestly, I was sitting there thinking about it, and my son comes out and he says, "What are you doing? Just watching YouTube?" I went, "No, I'm doing research." I was doing research on how to make 1 minute short films. And I said, look, I'll confess, the reality is I'm watching these little videos for research because I am so overwhelmed with how to make a cinematic 1 minute movie that I'm freaking out and I don't know how to do it. So it kind of got put to one side. And if you've been listening, you poor thing, if you've been listening to me waffle on now for the last 15 minutes, you'll notice that I've tried to do a few things and each thing has failed. Or I've had a problem or I've been unwell. But there's been a lot of things not working out right. And it's kind of snowballed and it's made it hard for me to do stuff. So, like I said, today it was a bug. I decided to just pick up the camera and just film. It doesn't matter what I film, the fact that I'm filming is all that matters. What else have I been doing? I've got a note in my pocket, things to mention on this unscripted video, but I think I told you everything. I told you about the projects that I was doing. It's also really hard for me. When I spend too much time on the computer, I get unwell. It feels like my brain is swelling up inside and it's pressing against my skull. And it's very hard to research something like that because as soon as you type it into Google, it comes back and it says, oh, you've got a tumour or you're having a stroke or you've got bloody encephalitis or something or other. And I haven't got any of those things. It's just overload. And what I think it is something I discovered this morning, is called Cybersickness. And basically it's kind of like motion sickness, which I get very bad. I get very bad motion sickness and I always have my whole life. And I get vertigo now. And when you've already got those things, you're obviously more susceptible to it. And the cybersickness, it's basically you're spending too much time with a screen. Your body's not moving, but your eyes and your brain are registering movements similar to motion sickness. And it makes me really unwell. It makes like I said, my brain swell up in my head. It makes me feel unwell in the stomach. I have trouble walking. I have trouble concentrating. And I've only just before I picked the camera up and came outside here now, I've only just found that cyber sickness. So I need to do a little bit more research. But what I read just before, it seems to be like what it is. But the point of it all is that really limits the time I can spend on the computer, on screen time. And then I need to recover. I've got a half-painted fence, look. I painted half of it, and then I didn't get around to painting the other half. So I've got all these jobs half done. I need to mow. I need to fill up the bird baths. I need to do a lot of things. And I'm just struggling with motivation. But anyway, that's where I've been for the last, I don't know how long. I'm not dead. I am still here. I am, all things considered, well and healthy. And I have been very, very busy. I just haven't been making videos for YouTube. So until I see you next time, have a good day. Keep busy. Keep happy. Oh, God, here comes the cat. Are you? You're not coming out. Where are you? No, you can't come out. You haven't got your shoes on. You say, hello, everyone. Say, oh, I'm so neglected. No, you go back inside. We'll go for a walk later. So bye, everyone. Bye.